Hello to the side and back, my name is Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about practical over magical. So I came across this post on Instagram where this person was talking about how salt itself can't protect you from pretty much anything if it can move the salt or break whatever salt barrier you have. And I did mean to do a video talking specifically about practical over magical, because I've mentioned it several times in like my previous videos. But then I came across this No Nuance November TikTok video that was talking about how even if you're a nature witch or someone that works with the energy of the universe or the earth, you still have to be careful when dealing with dangerous things that come from the earth. So I just wanted to go ahead and give like my 2 cents on that. That's what this video is. But all of that in a concise headline. This is my take on how I practice witchcraft. So because of the fact that salt was the main reason why I got into this topic, we're going to talk about that first and then talk about the broader topics. If anything can destroy the salt circle or line that you have created, then obviously any type of energy can just get past it. Typically I don't use salt as a blockage. I use it more as a film or a boundary that's supposed to help keep certain types of energies or transmute certain types of energies to something that's more helpful, to me at least. But broader idea, salt is just a physical representation of where I have placed my boundaries when it comes to energy. It's like a visible thing that I can see that reminds me of why it's there in the first place. And that's how I pretty much deal with like the whole magic ordeal. Physical representation of an intention or manifestation. The physical connection to the magical, mystical, or otherwise known as witchcraft. But for me, it's not just salt. I can use candles, again, a candle to remind me that I have to get this video done and I have to do it in a timely manner. Herbs to help remind me that I have to go to sleep soon, so I should probably wind down now. Crystals to help remind me of the energies that I need to embody for that specific day, or things that I have to remember, like little mantras that I have to remember throughout the day. But the practical over magical doesn't just deal with how to explain your magical practice to people that don't believe that it exists. Practical over magical also deals with things like the modern medicine conversation. Some people, mainly of the spiritual aspect of life, think that taking modern medicines keeps you from being close to like your highest self or close to the earth or whatever their excuse is. My main thing about that is no, because I wouldn't be able to be alive if it wasn't for modern medicine. So modern medicine over magic any day. That doesn't mean that you only have to do one or the other. You can do both. But like a prayer isn't going to fix a broken bone. And as I said earlier about the actual dangers that whoever created this world created along with this world. Reality over magic any day. Because although I want to pet the deer, I know it's best for me not to, because I don't want to get impaled by antlers. Another way I can use practical over magical is when it comes to signs that you're psychic or signs that you have a certain clairsense. As I've said in the video where I was talking about the signs that you might have this clairsense, a lot of the symptoms of said clairsense or psychic senses could also just be like underlying health issues that you didn't check for. It could also just be a mental mind game that your brain is playing on you. So, but as I said earlier, the overall theme here is that practical will always beat magical, because although we are using, well, in general, although we are using the energies of this world, we still have to abide by certain laws of this reality, this realm, this world, this universe, whatever you want to call it. The magic itself technically has no rules, but that doesn't mean where you're using said magic doesn't have its own set of rules. And that was all of my thoughts and like everything else on the practical over magical discussion. The consensus of it is practical over magical any day, because wild animals are still wild animals, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for modern medicine. As much as I would like to be absolutely sure that it's a sign that I'm psychic, it could also just be a mind game or underlying health issue. And last not least, yes, if it can physically be removed, it's not doing much of anything. If the salt line can be broken so easily, then what is it actually doing? And with that being said, it's time for me to do the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I, as a stereotypical YouTuber, would ask you to do the following. If you feel that it is necessary for you to like, share, subscribe, and although I would say it's any type of interaction will help boost the video further into YouTube's algorithm, it's still all up to you. I would appreciate it though. And any type of questions, comments, concerns, or ideas for future videos can also be put in the comment section down below. With all that being said, my name is Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and this is Toki saying Toki out.